All right, welcome students. This is Ms. Adina, and I'm going to do a quick video on the slope formula. The first example is going to be simple. Let's say that we know that 2 goes with -3 and that -8 goes with -5, okay? And we want to find the slope of this. The first thing you need to understand is that this first point right here, this one is x1 and this one is y1. This one is x2 and this one is y2. Then when you look at the formula, which is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, you'll notice that we have to replace the value for y2. We have to replace the value for y1. Don't touch this negative sign in between. We have to replace the value for x sub 2. Don't touch this sign in the middle. Remember, this is numerator, denominator. It's all continuous, okay? These two things are numerator, these two things are in the denominator. And we're going to have to replace this one as well. Well, we actually do know these values. Okay, so, all right, that's going to be the fraction bar. This is where the y2 is going to go. This is where the y1 is going to go. This is where the x2 is going to go. And this is where the x1 is going to go. Okay, so we know that we need the y2 and the y1. So y2 is this one, and this is y1. So we need to do -5. That's already there, and then we're going to subtract -3. Then we need to do x2 minus x1. So we'll need to take this -8 and subtract 2. So -8 goes in the first box. And we're going to subtract, the subtraction sign is right here, the 2. Now, how are we going to put this in the calculator? All right, so I'm going to need you to follow along. This is the fraction key right here. And first you got to turn it on. There we go. And then the fraction key right here. And it says -5 subtract -3. Now on this calculator, we have a button for the negative sign and we have a button for the subtraction sign. Okay, so you gotta make sure you're using the right one. So this is -5, okay, and we're going to subtract. See what it looks like. I don't want to step out too much because I still want you to be able to see the calculator. We're subtracting, and then see inside this box we have -3. So it's -5 subtract -3. So -3 over -8 subtract 2. So -8 subtract 2. That should give you the answer. It's 1/5. Now, of course, if you want to take a little bit longer and use parentheses, you can. All right, you don't really have to, but here we go, -5 in parentheses, and we're going to subtract -3 in parentheses over -8 in parentheses minus +2 in parentheses. And you get 1/5, you get the same answer. So really, you just got to remember, the numerator is -5 subtract -3. So -5 subtract -3 over -8 subtract 2. -8 subtract 2 equals 1/5. All right, so I hope this helps, and please make sure that you practice this well and that you're not using artificial technology to do this. You have to be able to calculate the slope on your own, either by hand or with a calculator, handheld calculator.